The following program contains adult language, poor taste in jokes, racial slurs, political slurs, slants, and all sorts of things that if you are sensitive and have a delicate constitution, you should probably go watch Teletubbies. You were warned.
Hey kids, welcome back to Roto Talk.
Hey kids, happy post Thanksgiving. Yes, it is Saturday night. Just got back from the family gig down in Ohio, and we just got back. So I hope you guys had a good turkey day, and just wanted to do a quick channel update. So we're supposed to have good weather. I came home today. We got home about an hour ago, and it looks like the lake is thawing. Thank the Lord. So there's only a strip of ice in the middle, and that'll be gone pretty soon. It's supposed to be almost 60 on Tuesday. So I picked up some paint for our cracker box build. So I'm going to seal that thing possibly tonight, probably tomorrow. Seal it, give it a quick hot shot sand, and see if we can't get this thing painted up and in the water before the real freeze comes, and then we're screwed until spring. So hopefully, and I'm not going to do a video on the painting. We might do that in future videos, but it's just too much of a time crunch. I'm not set up for videoing a paint job just yet. So that's going to be cool. So we're going to try really hard. I might not get to the decals. I might just seal it, throw some paint on it, and chuck it in the lake and see what happens. We'll see. We'll see how the timing goes. What else? Oh, it is official. The next build we are going to do on the channel, as far as a build video, because I want to kind of keep going with that. I think it might help people that have never built boats before, try to get them into, that's the whole point of this, is to make the boating thing more fun. Building boats, I really recommend you build your own boat if you think you want to give that a try.
That is a great responsibility.
It's much more satisfying than just buying a fiberglass hull and putting guts in it, which we're going to do those too. We're going to do build videos of fiberglass hulls that we buy. I'll probably buy a Rico drag or a Rico cat or something like that, and maybe this winter, and we'll do a build video on that too. But building the wood boats is fun, especially in the winter if you've got extra time on your hands, or you got a good rec room that you guys can do this with. It's, as you saw from the Cracker, it's not a rocket science project. Some of the boats are much harder. Like a Thunderboat's harder to build than a Cracker box. Blazer Marine Backlash Gen 3 Hydro is one of the harder kits that I've probably done. I've done a few of them. I love them. They're a great build, but a little bit more advanced. But anyway, that's what this is all about with the build videos. I want to kind of keep it going, and maybe we'll progress up and up. My buddy Joe at Zip Kits sent us a V-Box kit when I screwed up the old flat bottom Cracker. He sent, and I had to get some extra parts. In his beautiful heart that he has, he threw in a whole V-Box kit too. But the V-Box and the A-Box are almost identical as far as a build. The setup's different, the hardware's different. The V-Box is faster, handles a lot different. It handles more like a normal boat, whereas a V-Box or A-Box does not. The flat bottom doesn't. But I don't want to build a back-to-back Crackers. I think that's kind of a bore. So we'll save the V-Box for maybe the third build, maybe. And maybe that'll just be a highlight series, because a lot of it would be repetitive compared to the A-Box. But what I've decided to do is build a Super Sport. And I'm going to throw a couple pictures up here of Super Sports that I built in the past for myself. These were, I called it the Night Rider, which is the black with the red windshield, and my Coke boat, which I no longer have either of them. I sold them. Great running boats, and they turned out really nice. And for a mono, stupid fast. They weigh absolutely nothing. Slap a 30cc engine in there, and you're just ballistic. Those things are awesome. The 3D printed windshield that's on it does not come with the kit. I make that. I've designed it, and I put it on all of them because I think it's a little plain looking without it. So you put that stupid little windshield on there, and it makes it look really good. So when we do that build, I'll throw that windshield print up on Thingiverse. If anybody wants to download it and print it, you're welcome to. But I need to make sure the size is right because it's been a while since I've done it. Or, it could be arranged. I could sell people some if they wanted them. But, if you got a 3D printer or a friend with a 3D printer, just download the file or I'll email it to you. And so they're very, very cool boats. But long story longer, I emailed my buddy Joe at Zip Kits last night, I think it was. Friday night. And I said, hey, I'm thinking about doing a Super Sport, for the next build. And he's like, oh, that would be great. I'm going to send you one. So Uncle Joe, in his good heart, is sending us a kit for free to build just the kit on the wood kit on the channel, which is going to be really, really cool. But the one change that's going to be different is we're going to follow the book.
Must be done legal-like and honest.
Stick to ways you're familiar with.
A little bit tighter, especially on the setup, because the setup on these things is very, very picky on the Super Sport because they're so light, because they have an offset shaft tube, a couple of other little nuances. So we're actually going to go by the book on this. So maybe not necessarily on the build, but on the setup and placing the hardware and all that stuff. We're not just going to JSONify it. We're going to do it right. So he said he's shipping that out to us Monday. What we're probably going to do with this boat is I'm going to build it and sell it. I'm not going to, we'll run it just so everybody can see it run, but we're going to do the whole, paint it, make it really sharp. And if anybody wants it, we'll just sell it at cost. No profit. And as a matter of fact, in the build video, we'll probably list the prices of everything. And I'm going to subtract the price of the kit because the kit was free. But everything else, we'll just add up the costs and plus shipping, and whoever wants to buy it, if they want to buy it, can. If not, I guess I'll keep it. But I already have two fairly large monos, and I've had two Super Sports, and I love them, but I'm not a big enough mono freak to want three.
What's the matter with me?
So we'll probably sell it off. But talking to the guys in our chat club that we started up, which, again, look in the description of this video if you want to join it. We have a good old time in there. Talking boats, and if people have questions, and it kind of motivates you. We're talking about that today, especially in the winter months where we live, or where I live. The motivation can really help. It's fun. Good group of guys so far. We got like 10 of us in there now, and it's going really, really well. So if anybody wants to join up on that, look in the description, download the app, wire app to your phone or your computer, create an account, join us. It's fun. So the next thing I wanted to bring up, so Super Sport's going to be the next build. And I wanted to do a custom winter build.
That's a pleasure I'm reserving for later.
This winter, because I have a feeling it's going to be a long winter. And the boat builds, if I'm not videoing a boat build, I do them exceptionally fast when I'm doing them by myself. So videoing it for you guys helps drag it out. And I like that, because it's fun to build a boat to suck up some time and watch the snow fall and whatever. But my problem is I build them so damn fast usually. Okay, well, there was all that money and I got it done in a day and a half. What's next, So so doing the build videos really helps me slow down, which is a good thing. And then we'll just keep building boats on this. If people like the boat video builds, we're just going to keep doing it. It's fun. And let's see. So anyway, I was talking about doing a custom build. Now, originally, I want you guys' opinion out there, the 10 of you that watch me. 7,000 subs, and I think there's like 300 people that watch. But I want your opinion on what we should do. I want to do something custom with a bigger engine, not a model engine. This isn't going to be a race boat. I've got enough RC boats that are fast. I want something crazy. So my first idea was to build a, give or take, quarter-scale tugboat.
Take drugs, Danny?
Every day.
Good.
Okay? Basically copy probably the Zip Kits tug, because it's nice and simple, but blow it up much bigger and use a much larger engine. I'm thinking a 9-horse, something really big, because I want to be able to put in a little pier down there at my beach and literally keep it in there for like a rescue boat. So the tugboat, I want, if at all possible, electric start and all that stuff. It's going to be a 4-stroke, 9-horse, like a Briggs & Stratton big old engine. Because Farmer Cousin down the road, I fix all of his small engine stuff for him. And he comes across all these engines laying around the farm, and he gives them to me. I fix his stuff, but he also, hey, do you want this engine? He'll send me a text. Yeah, sure, we'll rebuild it, fix it up, throw it in the shed. I've got like 7 4-stroke Briggs & Stratton, back to new condition in my shed, with nothing to do. Horizontal shafts, vertical shafts, you name it. I've got it from 4-horse to 10 maybe down there. down at the water. So I wanted to use something like that. So I was thinking about making a large 4-stroke jet propulsion tugboat. What I mean by that is shooting, still using a 4-stroke engine, but using jet water to go forward, backward, and sideways and turning. Because a real tugboat have jets in them, and they can actually just move sideways with their turbines, okay, the nice ones. So I kind of wanted to do that. I thought, man, that'd be really cool to do that. But then I got to thinking, it would be really cool, too, to build a quarter-scale swamp boat, like a fan boat, like a Everglades swamp buggy type of thing. And I used to build those when I was kids, little Nitro Dumas, little swamp buggies and stuff. They're fun. I have this, which is a Pro Boat something or other, and it's worthless, in my opinion. It's the only ready RTR boat I own. I bought it just to play with in the snow and stuff, and it's okay. On a 4S, it moves okay, but it's loud as God, and it's fun on the ice. It's the only reason I have it. But I want to build something bigger. So I was thinking we build a big Everglades swamp buggy with like a 2.5-foot prop on it, or a 3-foot prop, and put a centrifugal clutch in it and advance the pulleys to give it really some great RPM, and that way it could literally just sit still. And it's air cooled, right? It'd be perfect situation. It'd be really easy to build too, and it'd be kind of fun. So, or if you guys out there have any ideas of something we could make, I'm not doing a submarine. It's got to be realistic and it's got to be boatish. I don't care what it is. Throw your ideas out there. I would love to do just something crazy. And if it works, great. If it sinks to the bottom of the lake, that's great too. It's just for fun. It's not something that's, and maybe we'll come up with something really neat and make up some plans for it. I don't know, and give it to people. So I'm thinking tugboat or something along the line, maybe a firecracker launcher for the 4th of July. It's like a big barge that goes out, but that's pretty easy. Want something with some challenge. So we're going to leave the boat bench, and this is how it usually looks, by the way. Messy. We're going to leave the boat bench and go to the workbench. So hang on. So now we're back at the workbench. Boat bench is over there. This is one of the engines my cousin just gave me right before we left for Ohio. It's in bad shape. Let's see. Woo! It smells like varnish in there. All right. But it's in good shape for the most part. Electronic ignition. Carroll Motor Company. Interesting. Huh. It's the first time I'm really looking at it, guys. But anyway, check this shit out. Engine. It's got electric start. That's why I liked it. Off, on, and start. So I can hook that up to a radio, and we can have an electric start on our either tugboat or our airboat or whatever we decide to use this for. The compression is pretty foul.
Modest beginnings start with the single blow of a horn, man.
It doesn't feel like it has a ton. So it's going to be a rebuild. I'm not going to do that in the video. We'll get it going. You can see he dropped off a bunch of crap. I got chainsaws, chop saws. That one's done. Water pump for transferring fertilizer out in the field and stuff like that. Leaf blowers, that's actually, they don't blow leaves with it, they clean the combines off with it. So he gives me all this stuff to fix for him. But like I said, about once a week the guy gives me, and he's like my brother. We're cousins, but he's my brother. So he's like, do you want this thing? I'm like, hell yeah. So I'm thinking, man, look at this. 9 horse. It's got a starter, it's got a solenoid, got a pulley, and we'll just slap us a centrifugal clutch on that pig. We can make this a jet, or we can make this a fan boat. Have a belt come up, your prop be up here, right? And then you've got pulley packs, bearing packs up here with a shaft going through it, with your 3-foot prop. Put some rudders on the back. Bam! This thing be bad as hell. It's even got a low oil gotcha on it. Let's see. Man, this thing's nasty, man. Nasty. Jock nasty face. It's got oil, though. Probably from 92, but it's got oil. Alright, so that might be the engine we're using. And I've got smaller ones like these Briggs & Stratton 4.5s or whatever. But I wanted something with electric start. That way, if we made a tugboat or even an airboat, we could just kill it and then remote start it. And I just thought that'd be really cool. Easy to do. I did it with Robomower. I can do it with this. Piece of cake. Even got 2 keys. I don't even have 2 keys for my fucking car. It's pretty sweet. So we got all these model engines up here. And we're going to do some tool videos. We're going to do lots of stuff, I think. So let me know what y'all think. What we could do. You like my Snoopy pants? They rock. So let me know what you think we can do. Throw some ideas out there. One of the things I wanted to build for years, and I will do it one day, is a radio control ice boat. I don't know if you guys have ever seen an ice sailboat. Look it up look it up on Google if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's a real thing. It's not radio control. It's a 3-wheeler, if you will. It has a blade in the front, a blade back here, and a blade back here, and you steer the front blade like a hockey skate, but it has a sail and a mast. And they used to run those on my lake, my big lake over there, when I was a kid. And my God, they go fast. But I wanted to ditch the sail, and I wanted to put in a jet turbine or something really, really obnoxious. The problem with that is sometimes we don't get the best ice. There's been some years where our big lake doesn't even freeze. My lake probably isn't big enough. Honestly, these things go that fast. So I was thinking, maybe an ice boat would be cool. Radio control snowmobile, that would be really cool. But again, what if we don't get any snow? That's no fun. So I was, let's keep it boat. If we did the airboat, we could run it on the ice. We could run it in the field in the snow. We could run it on the water. But the tug would be really cool, because what I'd like to do if we do the tug is literally build a little pier down at the water, and it just stays in the water. We don't ever pull it out because it's going to be big. That engine weighs, I just lifted it up there, I'm going to say 65, 70 pounds. I mean, it's going to have some displacement. And then we're just, the tug's pretty easy. The jet system might be difficult. Maybe we'll just use a stock prop. But the problem is transmission. Then I have to fool around with the transmission because they have to have reverse then. And it's like, I think the water jet would be good. We use high pressure washer jet modules and maybe a movable turret. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But let me know what you guys think, or gals, or whoever. So we're going to start Super Sport possibly this week. It'll be later in the week. Joey says they're sending it out Monday. Usually gets here in 3 days. Maybe Thursday or Friday we'll start it. It'll be a full build video. And then give me some ideas and then we're going to seal and paint the Nintendo cracker that we built on the channel. I'm going to try like the devil to get that in the water on Tuesday. Well, I don't care. It doesn't have to be in the water Tuesday. It has to be done by Tuesday. I can run them when it's super cold. I just can't paint them when they're super cold. And it's supposed to be almost 60 Tuesday, so that's perfect. Paint. So we will get that done because I did pick up some paint. So until the next time, kids, let me know your thoughts. And hope you have a good rest of the holiday weekend, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Keep dry side up. Bye.